Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Becky Timms live here for The Drive at 5, and I'm on my lunch break, so I'm going to share you to my group today because, guys, this is probably going to be the most effective Facebook Live that I've done to date. Hey, Rebecca. So the most effective Facebook Live that I've done to date. So I want to know, can Amazon make you financially free? Can Amazon make you financially free? And that's what we're going to talk about today. But I wanted to share a story with you because yesterday when I got home, Big Papa asked me, he was like, Becky, what do you want for Christmas? And I said, I would like to start doing more videos, and I would like a video backdrop for YouTube videos. And he was like, okay. Now, you know, my nephew just moved in with us, so we have a 4-bedroom house, and so Bud and I have room, my son Cameron has room, my son Carson has a room, and Peyton has a room. And so I had to move my office to give Peyton a room, and so I have like a makeshift desk set up in our bedroom. But he decided to make me a video room downstairs. So when you walk into the garage of my house, you walk into the kitchen, and then to the left is like a den, but we don't really hang out in there. We hang out in the den in the front of the house. Homeboy, my husband, bought, y'all, I am not gonna lie, I'm gonna take a picture of this when I get home so y'all can see it. He bought a gray shower curtain, hanging, like dividing my living room from my kitchen. As soon as I walked in the garage door, I was like, dude, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? So, and he didn't even get the wrinkles out of it either. You can still, you know how when you buy a shower curtain, it's like folded up in a rectangle? Well, it still has all the wrinkle lines in it, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I will take a picture of that and show you guys when I get home because it was so funny. But today I wanted to talk about, can Amazon make you financially free? Can it give you financial stability? And my answer is yes, but I wanted to give you an example based on this book called Cashflow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. He is the same author that wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you haven't read this book, I highly recommend that you read it. But I'm going to give you a brief overview. You see these 4 quadrants right here? E, B, S, and I. This is so important. So you guys know that I love to make data-driven decisions. And I wanted to share with you these 4 quadrants because this is how, it's called Rich Dad's Guide to Financial Freedom. And so an E right here, an E is the employee quadrant. Basically, that's the people that are on the 40-40-40 plan, right? So you work 40 hours a week for 40 years and you get a $40 watch. Now, I'm proud. I have an E. The people that work in this quadrant, they are the type that want to be secure. You hear, you know, I'm in this job for the security, and I've been in my industry for 23 years. I'm proud to say that I'm an E. In fact, I'm proud to say that I'm in all 4 of these quadrants, but I want you to think about this as I'm talking about it and see what quadrant you're in, because the E is over here on the left quadrant, right? You want to be over on the right side. So it's employee, self-employed, a B is business, and an I is investor. So the 2 that you want to be on is a business and an investor. So I'm going to give you examples in my personal life of how I fit into all these quadrants, but I want you to think about where you are. So an S is self-employed. This is when you own a job. Now think about all the people that sell on Amazon, right? There's different business models. I've talked about them plenty of times, the different business models that there are to sell on Amazon. But with an S, if you remove yourself from the equation, you no longer have a business because you are the system, right? So an E, you work for the system. So I work for a company, that's the system. And S is you are the system. So for everyone out there doing drop shipping, doing retail arbitrage, you're trading your time for money. I do the S too. I do consulting work. It's no secret. I charge $500 an hour and I get it. And why do I get it? Because I get results, right? But I'm trading my time for money, right? And so that's what the S's do. The B is a business. This is the side that you want to move on, guys. This is where you own the system and people actually work for you. Okay, you own the system and people actually work for you. And so with this, I private label online, right? And when I private label, what I do when I private label is I have a hands-free business. Like literally, I can text my supplier, I can call my supplier, I can email my supplier, and I never, ever, ever touch the product. I don't even see the product, right? That's a hands-free business. That's where you have your own brand. That's where you can sell your brand, sell your product, sell your everything that you have, you know, your business or whatever. That's what you can do with this, right? And so that's what I wanted to share about the B quadrant. And then the I is investing. So you want to move your business from the E and the S to business and investing. So if you buy a home that you rent, right? And if your rent that you're collecting is more than the expenses, the money that you're making is in the investing quadrant. And this is where your money works for you. So think about your Amazon business. I work it, like I said, I have all 4 of these quadrants, but a lot of people aren't as lucky as I am. They're either stuck in the employee, the 40-40-40, you know, work 40 hours a week for 40 years and get a $40 watch, or the S, they're doing drop shipping or retail arbitrage, and if they quit going out shopping or drop shipping, they are out of business. Plain and simple. Now you could have a B of drop shipping, of, you know, training other people how to go out shopping and how to do retail arbitrage and drop shipping, but guess what happens? If they drop the ball, it's your business account. So ultimately you want to have a business where you're doing private label, where you don't touch the products, where it's absolutely selling on autopilot. I mean, I get people ask me all the time, well, Becky, how do you work a 40-hour-a-week job? And the reason is because I'm not going out shopping to sell products on Amazon. I'm not drop shipping and copying and pasting. Did I do it? I've done it in the past, but you want to have a business, guys. You don't want to be self-employed. So now I want to ask you a question, because one of the scenarios in this book, and it describes it so beautifully, and answer me in the comments, can you make a better hamburger than McDonald's? I'm actually at McDonald's right now. Look, the Golden Arches. I just had a hamburger. It was really good because I don't know how to cook, and I'll say plain and simple, I cannot make a better hamburger than McDonald's. But I want to know if you can, right? Because here's the thing with McDonald's. And I'm going to read this to you, plain and simple. It's on page 29 of the Cashflow Quadrant. So let me turn there. Because some of you can make a better hamburger than McDonald's. Well, that hamburger is the product, right? And when you're working with products, you're over here on the E and S side of the quadrant. You're on the left side of the quadrant. It's not where you want to be. You want to be on the right side with the business and the investor. And so let me share with you how you get to the right side, and it's straight from this book. It says, if people can begin to see the other side, I then suggest they go to McDonald's, buy a burger, and sit and look at the system that delivered that burger. Take note of the trucks that delivered the raw burger, the rancher that raised the beef, the buyer who bought the beef, and the TV ads with Ronald McDonald. Notice the training of young, inexperienced people to say the same words. Hello, welcome to McDonald's. as well as the decor of the franchise, the regional offices, the bakery that bakes the buns, and the millions of pounds of French fries that taste exactly the same all over the world. Then include the stockbrokers raising money for McDonald's on Wall Street. If they can begin to understand the whole picture, then they have a chance at moving to the B or I side of the quadrant. So the reality is there are unlimited new ideas, billions of people with services or products to offer, millions of products, and only a few people who know how to build excellent business systems. So you know, I like to make data-driven decisions. I love to build systems. And if you want to learn how to run your Amazon business on autopilot with a system, I'm doing a live webinar this Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. You can go to hangwithbecky.com. Meet me over there when I get off work on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, and I will show you exactly how I've had over $1.3 million in sales while working a full-time career, married to an amazing husband with 2 very active boys. So I hope to see you on the webinar. I hope you have a very happy Wednesday. Bye.